Do you know what Ulmul Kalam? And when Anthony, he said to you, it's philosophy, you said to him, like, what? You are wrong. You do not know, don't you? You idiot donkey. Sorry for insulting donkeys. Isn't it this is your scholar saying that Ilmul Kalam is philosophy? Oh, you know what? I think you know better than him. I mean, you are higher. I mean, come on. Look, first, I will prove you that he is higher than you. His beard is longer than your beard. And he lives in Saudi Arabia, so he do not need to compromise. Hey, Sheikh, what is Ilmul Kalam? Anthony Roger, he said it is philosophy. What say you?
حكم في البخاري بأن يجلد الذي يشتغل بعلم الكلام ويترك ايش الكتاب والسنة. علم الكلام مقدمات فلسفية.
علم الكلام مقدمات فلسفية. It is nothing but a philosophy introduction. So when you idiot, you say to Anthony Roger, who is not a Muslim, he don't speak Arabic, and he should not have even a knowledge about it. I mean, this is not his field. And you say to him, you laugh at him, and you say to him, I know this is coming. You don't speak Hebrew, and you don't speak Arabic. And Elijah is God with us. When every Muslim scholar agree that this is why it's called the Ilmul Kalam, you idiot, which means the science of using words, philosophy. Stupid idiot. Anything don't agree with the brain, they don't agree with it. Which means they are smarter than you. You are making a video for us to say to us that our books is not a trustworthy. We Muslims, we lie about our prophet, and that makes sense. We Muslims, we lie even about our prophet. He's saying that we Muslims and our scholars are a bunch of liars. And this little Abdul, you will prove it in a minute. Listen carefully.
It was a mistake. But it's not in a Tirmidhi.
Firstly, you do not know what are you talking about. I mean, I don't know what to say to you. I mean, what's wrong with you? Here we go. You are a potato, son of a potato. عن أبي هريرة عن النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم. صلى by the way, صلى. Don't forget to صلى. يجيء القرآن يوم القيامة فيقول يا رب حله. Etc. Read the rest. So, and the Quran will come in the day of judgment, right? Right? Here, At-Tirmidhi did not mention the word man. He mentioned that the Quran will come and he will be a lawyer to you and he will defend you. And this is what they are saying, that At-Tirmidhi ذكر بعضه, which means he mentioned part of the hadith. And this is the reference. You are a donkey and you are an idiot. قال رسول الله يجيء القرآن يوم القيامة كالرجل الشاحب. The Prophet of Allah, he said, the Quran, he come to you as a pale man, and the rest of the hadith. And then read with me. Abdul, potato. قلت عند الترمذي بعضه. Do you see it? The Tirmidhi have part of it. The Tirmidhi did not mention all of it. So who is the one is sure? And you are the one who claim that you have knowledge of Islam?
Right? I check hadith. Now that hadith that they mentioned from Ibn Majah, you see the video, he says from Ibn Majah. Here it is on your screen.
Here it is on your screen. Look at the coward. What he posted in the screen, he did not post the book of Ibn Majah. Zoom in. Potato, liar, fraud. This is not the book of the hadith. This is a book written by Al-Albani, a guy he just died a few years ago. It's called ضعيف سنن Ibn Majah. Why you don't show us Ibn Majah book where it says it is ضعيف? So what you are trying to say, that someone here wrote a book about the hadith of Ibn Majah in 1995 or 6, and he said that is this hadith is da'if. And look what he showed us in the screen. Da'if. Do you know why he cut it off? Because he is a coward and he is a dummy. He thinks that nobody knows Arabic, and he is going to speak only to David Wood and Sam Shamoun and Anthony Roger. They don't speak Arabic. Where is the rest? Potato. This is what it says in this book, which means even in this book you were not honest and you are a coward. This is the book of Al-Albani, and I'm zooming in so people they can read it in the screen. And there is more details about this hadith. You cut it off. Why? Because it says, let us see what it says, why I want to talk about it. Let us go there. Coward, potato, dummy. Let us see. Let me open the reference. Give me a second. I want every Muslim who is listening to check the reference we are going to show on the screen. This is the book which he is quoting for us, this potato. And this is what he quoted for us in the corner. That's part only. Da'if 286. Sorry, 826. And this is exactly what is here in Arabic. 826. Da'if. So here it says Da'if. Here it says Da'if. The numbers are the same. But he cut off the rest of the hadith, where the hadith says, يَحْتَمِلُ التَّحْسِينَ. And it is possible to be accepted as good. Right next to it. Coward. And as long as you accepted the book of Al-Albani to prove your point, now you cannot say, I don't accept Al-Albani. Is that fair, guys? People, is that fair? If I am a Muslim, and I use a reference of someone to prove you wrong, that means I am considering this person my top scholar. He is the one who will prove who's right, who's wrong. So by accepting him, you cannot say no more that this hadith is weak. And listen, you donkey, this is Al-Albani. In the book of, the book name, Al-Silsula Sahiha, Al-Albani, volume number 7, published not by Dar es-Salam, as you said it. And by the way, you stupid idiot, you said to them, this is Dar es-Salam. Dar es-Salam, they publish Al-Albani too. Donkey. They are just a publisher. They are not Dar es-Salam is not a sheikh. He said to them, Dar es-Salam. Dar es-Salam, they are quoting Al-Albani, you idiot. Sometimes they put the name there of the scholar, or sometimes if there's too many scholars, they don't put the names. Read with me. So this is the authentic chain. The book of who? Muhammad Nasiruddin al-Albani, the Zucchini guy. Hadith number 2829. Sahiha. Sahih. Should I shout lower more? What he said about it? يجيء القرآن يوم القيامة كالرجل الشاحب يقول لصاحبه هل تعرفني? The Quran will come in the judgment day as a pale man, and he will say to him, do you know me? So now you, Abdul, as long as you agree that the one who can judge between us and you is Al-Albani, who Al-Albani is saying it's a sahih. You want to say to me in different book he says it is weak? So now by accepting Al-Albani, which in the same hadith he is saying it is possible to make it Hasan, And later the idiot, he changed his mind and he considered sahih. And you know, here we go. Let us post the link for everybody. So whoever a Muslim is watching, you tell me, this guy, he accepted Al-Albani. I go with it, no problem. Here we go. This is Al-Albani. Every Muslim in the chat, please open the link, check it out, read by yourself. You can use Google translation. Does it say that this is from the this book have only the authentic hadith? As this is why it's called as-silsila sahiha, the chain of authenticity. And now I'm going to use Google translation, peace be upon him, and be my witness. He is the one who chose Al-Albani to be the judge for the truth. He cannot take it back now. It's not me who chose Al-Albani. You see, the silly, this guy, okay, let us see, this guy is saying he's honest. Why he didn't say Al-Albani? He said in one place, it is da'if and it's possible to be Hasan, which means good. And then Al-Albani himself, he have in different book where he says, or in different place, that it is sahih. Why you aren't being honest? And why you choose one? Let us say for the sake of argument, both of them are exist, which is very weird and very stupid. But it is Islam, what you can say. Translate to English. Al-Silsila Sahih, Al-Albani. This is the name of the book. This is the name of the author, Muhammad Nasiruddin Al-Albani. The publisher is Library of Knowledge Reader, a lot of knowledge. Variant number 7 or book number 7. Hadith number 2829. Let us zoom in the numbers. Do you see it? 2829. What does it say? The Quran will come in the day of a resurrection as a pale man. Bingo. So it is sahih in the book of Al-Albani. And it's not totally da'if in the book of Al-Albani, the other place. And this is why you cut it off, because you don't want to show the rest. The hadith is 826. So I went to Ibn Majah. You see, I never trust what they show you in the screen. Like, even though I speak Arabic, but the book is not clear. And I was looking in my phone. So I went to Ibn Majah, and this is hadith number 826. Have nothing to do with the topic we're talking about. And then I said to myself, uh-oh, let me look again, let me zoom more. And then I found that this idiot is showing us a book written about that book. And the guy who wrote this book is a guy who just died a few years ago. So if we listen to you, based on your statement that this hadith was sahih for the last 14 centuries, and just 10 years ago, a guy he said it is not. And then 10 years after, the guy he said it is correct. Because that's what he said. He agreed that this hadith is sahih. And here we want to ask people for a very simple question. Why the Muslims suffering from such a confusion in their cult? I mean, why this is sahih, not sahih? The Muslims, they say to us that Islam is preserved. Is it? Islam is what Muhammad said. This is why they call themselves Sunni. They don't call themselves Qur'ani, they call themselves Sunni, which means they have to have a preserved hadith. But those Muslims saying that the hadith is not preserved, and not only that, when they showed him the hadith from Ibn Majah, he said, oh, this is Darus Salam. Well, what does that mean? He means that he don't accept Darus Salam, but they are Sunni. So now we have many Sunnis, and everyone give us his grade as he wish. This is what he's saying. This is a cowardly behavior, unresponsible, in the same time very confusing for anyone want to follow such a cult, because now how a normal person can know the truth? If the same scholar he say it is da'if, and then the same scholar he say it is sahih, The same donkey. It's not even different donkey. I'm not even showing you a different person. And by the way, I can show you Al-Qurtubi. Al-Qurtubi, he mentioned it and he said it's a sahih. What we would do with this religion? Why everybody is giving us his own garbage? Call me right now. Call me right now. Call me right now. Call me. Call me now. Call me now. Go to heaven right now.